Hello everyone, and happy Monday. Hope that you all had a fantastic weekend and are having a beautiful day. I'm having a really good day. It was a little bit of a tough day at work, but we got through it. Left a little bit late, so apologies I'm starting a little bit late, but I'm excited to kind of unwind now and play some of the One Piece card game online with you all. Playing the new Uta Starter Deck today. So recently released starter deck. I think it could be a great option for people trying to get into the game because you also get to use a lot of the Straw Hat characters in the deck, which I think is really fun. Yo, and shout out as well to all the early gang supporters. We got Stelios Lampakis, James Rich, Doctorus, congratulations on winning that members marble race giveaway last Friday. Doctorus, looking forward to getting your giveaway winnings to you. We got Jeremy Newman and the Zard Mafia, the General dropping the Albino fam, the Bonkai emojis, and we got Memex says we here, Buddy the Doge as well. How you doing, Buddy the Doge? Susan, Plebisaurus Rex as well. How are you all doing? Jeremy Newman's dropping the Mando Manatee emojis, and the Dragonite as well. Appreciate that, Jeremy Newman and the Zard Mafia. Thank you. And thank you everyone for just being here, and hope that you're all having a great day. And if you're listening to the replay as well, thank you for listening. If you have been playing the One Piece card game, let me know what decks have you been playing. The Uta deck, this deck that I'm playing today, not this exact list, but the deck did actually win my local tournament this past weekend. I didn't go, but I did hear from CardX Board, who ran the tournament, that it was the Uta deck that took it down. So I think the Uta deck is going to be a very strong deck in the meta. And let's not waste anyone's time, and let's get into it and start building this deck, talking about it, and playing it. Over the weekend as well, or I guess on Friday I should say, I'm still really stoked about the double bonfire pull. I ended up posting a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I pulled from that box, all of them really, on eBay, and a couple other ones from my collection, and a lot of them have sold, all except for the collector's rare bonfire. And my goal is I want to save the majority of the money, but some of the money I want to use to buy a Starlight Rare Dark Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, that's what I'm trying to say. This card, but in the Starlight Rare. That's kind of my collecting goal for right now. We also watched the UFC fights. UFC 298, Alexander Volkanovski versus Ilia Topuria. And the legend, Alexander Volkanovski, unfortunately was defeated by the undefeated prospect Ilia Topuria, and first champion out of Spain. So if you got anybody from Spain, shout out to you. You got a champion now. Memex says, "Oh, new emotes. We've had those. Those are for members. So congratulations, Memex, finding the new emotes." Playing Uta or Strawbeard currently. Uta is more fun, says Plebisaurus Rex. Great call, Plebisaurus Rex. I think both of those decks are fun, and I noticed that both of those decks have the Straw Hat characters in them, which also makes it really fun. Ooh, you went to a Fusion World starter tournament Saturday. That's awesome, Plebisaurus Rex. What deck were you playing? How did it end up turning out? I'm curious about the Fusion Worlds. I might pick up a booster box. But I'm not planning on getting serious into playing the game, I'll say up front. So this is the Uta deck that I have been testing. And I guess I shouldn't really say I've been testing. It's basically the Japanese national champion deck, but then replacing the cards that we don't have yet because they haven't been released in English with like the closest I can find copies. So instead of running like Sanji 2K, running the Izo. Instead of running the Mihawk 2K, running the Viola. Instead of running the Bluno, running the Rosinante. So you lose out on 6 of those 8 cards being searchable film cards that can also be played off of the other combos. But I think this deck is still really strong even without those cards. So the core of the deck, there's actually a couple different things, which is what makes it tough. So you've got Uta the leader. Uta's ability is that when you attach a Dawn onto Uta and you attack your opponent, You reveal the top card of your deck, and if it's a film card, most of the cards in the deck are film cards, then you can add it to your hand. Then return the remaining card to the bottom of your deck. So if it was something like a Eustace Kid or a Rosinante or the Viola, you wouldn't be able to draw those cards because they're film cards. Oh, and you know what? let me see. Okay, we bring it back. But there's also a lot of film cards that can interact with each other. So you see here, the 7-cost Monkey D. Luffy. His ability is play up to 1 film or Straw Hat Crew type character card with a cost of 4 or less from your hand. That's really strong. You pay 7 to get this big strong blocker, and then on top of that, you could play something like a Zoro for free to attack your opponent, or maybe you want to play something like another blocker. Uta is a film card, so you can play the Uta as well. In 1 turn, you play 2 blockers. But maybe you also have a Brook in your hand, and Brook is a 4-cost card that says on play up to 1 film or Straw Hat Crew type card with a cost of 3 or less from your hand. So you could play the Luffy, you could play using his ability to play the Brook for free, and then use the Brook's ability to play the Uta for free. Now you're getting 2 blockers and an attacker for 7 Dawn. You're using a lot of cards in your hand is the downside, but there can be some really strong turbo plays in the deck. Speaking of which, you have this card, I'm Invincible. I'm Invincible is basically the Eustace Kid Starter Deck ability on an event. So you just attach a bunch of Dawn. I think a lot of times I like to attach like 4 Dawn onto Uta and then use 2 I'm Invincibles to swing for game. Or you could attach 7 Dawn onto the Uta and then use 1 I'm Invincible to get 2 massive attacks or 3 massive attacks onto your opponent. That is really, really strong for closing out games. And you can combine it with this card Backlight to get rid of, or at least deal with temporarily, a blocker on your opponent's turn. So you can rest up to 1 of your opponent's cost 5 or less characters, or you can KO 1 of your opponent's cost 5 or less rested characters. So you can either get rid of your opponent's attackers efficiently, or you can use this to rest your opponent's blockers to push for game with an I'm Invincible. On top of that, we also have the new Genesis card, which is crazy because it's a searcher that replaces the Dawn if you use it. So you just get to basically use it for free. That's great for adding more consistency to a deck that has combos. Any more consistency you can add to a deck that relies on combos, I think goes a lot further than other types of decks, because you need to see multiple different cards in your hands at the same time to get the maximum plays. But then there's one card here, Eustace Captain Kid. It does combo with other things, and it also has the ability to play another character on the same turn that you play it. But on top of that, it's got its ability where you attach a Dawn onto it, and if it's rested, your opponent can't attack anything other than Eustace Captain Kid. Combining the Eustace with another blocker, or especially this 7-cost Monkey D. Luffy, is a really, really strong lock and wall for your opponent to try and attack through. So this deck has got really strong defensive capabilities, it's got really strong offensive capabilities, and it's got some crazy combos that can really help it spike and win even, some of its bad matchups. I think a bad matchup for it is Sakazuki, and I think it does play well into Enel because you can use things like the I'm Invincible to attack that last life of the Enel and push for game on critical turns. So that's kind of my overview of the deck. Let's get into some games. We're going to warm up with one real quick, and I'm going to take a look and see. Yo, we got Pokeballer Mike in the chat. Says, Albino, gonna throw you up while I get some mail ready. Got off early today. Much love, homie. Yo, appreciate you, my man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for, dude, the gifted as well. The 2 gifted on the Friday stream. You lit the fire for the double bonfires, my man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope that you can get some new sports action. I know you were talking about not having the football anymore, but I hope you can find some new good sports to watch in the meantime. Let's do Mulligan. I'm mulliganing my hand there, because I had a lot of things that I want to use at the end of the game, like the 7-cost Luffy and 2 I'm Invincibles, but I was looking for some other cards that I can play earlier on in the game, and I did find them. Like this Nami I think is good, and the Usopp is good to combo off of other things as well, or I can use it for counter. So I'm okay with this opening hand. I'm going second. My opponent's going first. My opponent is playing Zoro, and they opened up with a Nami. So they're going to draw a Radical Beam and add that to their hand. So I know they're going to have at least one Radical Beam towards the end. 2 Dawn here. I don't really have anything I can do. I don't have anything that's 2 or less Dawn, so I'm going to end my turn. I think really Rosinante or New Genesis are kind of the only 2 plays that this deck has in the opening turns. My opponent, the Zoro, has used all 3 of his Dawn to play a Sanji and then a Makino, and then is resting the Makino to boost up the Nami to 5,000 and is attacking onto my leader. I'm going to take this because I want to see some more cards early. Do I want to use this trigger effect? It's effectively giving me plus 1,000 counter because it would negate the Zoro's ability to attack into me. Otherwise, I'd have to pitch an Usopp. So do I want to pitch an Usopp? Or do I want to pitch an I'm Invincible? I'll pitch the I'm Invincible, and I'll make my Uta 6k, so the Zoro, yeah, can't do anything. I'm just noticing my opponent's named Zoro BB. He's playing Zoro. All right, we're drawing a card. We got the Eustace Captain Kid. So that's a pretty good late game play for us. We're at 4 Dawn right now. I think I'm debating, do I want to get rid of the Nami? Because the Nanami is a potential attacker, or the Makino. I think I'm actually going to get rid of the Makino, because the Makino can give plus 3,000 and the Nami has 2,000. So I'm technically getting rid of more attack power by getting rid of the Makino. And then it's a question of, do I want to play the Uta? And I don't want to play the Uta. Let's get some more cards. I'm going to play the Nami, and I'm going to use Nami's ability on play because I have 4 Dawn. I've got 1 active now. I'm going to search the top 3 and add 1 to my hand. All 3 of these cards are really good. I got Uta, Luffy, and Brook. I think I already have a late game play in the Eustace Captain Kid that I'll play on that 8 Dawn turn. I might go for the Brook here because the Brook can really help me spike, but I guess it would only spike if I had a Luffy. I'm gonna go with the Brook because the Brook also has counter power. And I'm gonna end my turn. I'm thinking I might need some extra counter power against this Zoro. Ripper Ed says, let's go. Yo, how you doing, Ripper Ed? How's your day going, my man? Cali Life TCG says, hey, Albino. Hey, chat, just at work, wanted to say hello. Drop the like. Can't wait to see you at Card Party. Yo, let's go. Just got the hotel booked today. Cali Life TCG. Looking forward to seeing you there as well. Albino, we'll got to get back to work. I'll be off in 2 hours. Much love, everyone. Yo, peace out, Cali, dude, and hope that you have a great time at work. We're getting attacked by 6,000 from this Sanji. I don't have a 2K, so for now I'm gonna take this one. It's an Usopp, so it's a vanilla Usopp. Now we're getting attacked for 7,000. That is a little concerning. I'm gonna take this one again. My opponent's at 4 life. I'm going down to 2. Okay, now we got a 2K, so now we can start defending for. Oh. Man, okay, I'm going to use this 2K to defend that. My opponent played a Rush Zoro, so they've got a solid board. I'm going to draw a card, draw a Dawn. We're at 6 Dawn. I'm going to first. I'm at 6 Dawn. I think I can spend 1 Dawn to use Nami's ability to draw a card and attach 1 Dawn onto Uta. Yeah. I'm going to use 1 Dawn on Nami to draw a card. We got Rosinante, Backlight, and Zorro. I already have a Zorro in my hand, so I'm going to take the Backlight. Only got 2 copies of Backlight in my deck. I feel like it's almost borderline worth just using on the Zorro. But I'm curious to see if my opponent defends. I'm going to put 1 on to Uta, and I'm going to swing into the Zorro for 6k and draw. I draw a Brook. Let's see if my opponent defends with a 2k here. They don't. They take the Zorro into the grave. All right, so now I have 4 Dawn left. I'm going to play that Brook, and it'll allow me to play another 3-cost Film or Straw Hat Crew character, and I'm going to play the Uta. So now I've got a little bit of defensive capabilities, and I'll end my turn. I can use the Uta's ability to discard an event to restand the Nami, but I'm actually going to keep the Nami because I'm okay with my opponent attacking into it, as I need to protect my life a little bit, and it's essentially a potential. Oh my gosh! And my opponent's playing the Rush Luffy, and they play a Makino. They're boosting it up. Oh, they're trying to get aggro here. All right, I'm gonna probably have to use the Uta to block the Luffy. I can use Backlight against the Luffy though, so I'm glad that I saved the Backlight and didn't use it against the Zorro. No blocker. I'm going to use 2 Usops to counter out of this. My opponent only has 3 cards in their hand. I have 7. I think I... Oh, no. I kind of... I'll Uta this. I'll block this with Uta. I kind of wanted to keep the body on the board, but I think I have to counter out of this. What do I want to drop? I'm okay with dropping a Zorro, and I'm okay with dropping either Brook or Usopp. Probably Usopp, because I'm going to play the Nami off of the Eustace Captain Kid ability. Alright. Draw a card, draw a Dawn. I don't have the Dawn yet for the Eustace Captain Kid ability if I play it, and I think right now I need to prioritize KOing the Monkey D. Luffy. So I'm just going to do that right away. Now with Brook, I'm going to attack into the Nami. I've got 6 Dawn active. So I think I'm going to attack into the Makino and use Nami's ability to draw. And I see the top 3. And it's between I'm Invincible or the Monkey D. Luffy. I might even just grab the Brook for the counter power against the Zorro. Because I think next turn I'm playing the Eustace Captain Kid. And then the turn after that, I'm going for an I'm Invincible finish. So I think I go Brook here for the counter power against the Zorro matchup is my rationale. Because I'm going to play, I think, the Brook combo here, too. Now I can attack actually into their life, I think. So I'm going to attach 1 onto Uta, swing onto their life, and draw a card. Okay, I'm revealing and drawing a Chopper. That's one of the things that's really nice about this deck is just how many cards you're drawing, that I'm just constantly rebuilding my hand with defensive capabilities. And I can still play the Brook. Oh, maybe I should have just played the Nami and drawn another card to replace it. Maybe that was a better play. I got 2 bodies out, but maybe it was better for me to keep the Brook in hand and use the Nami ability and draw another card, and then I'm stacked counter power wise. But I think that's okay to end. And I think my opponent has to respect my board right now. They're playing a Nami right now, searching the top 5. I can only imagine they're looking for a rush attacker because they need to try and put pressure on me to close out. I do have 2 2Ks and I have a 1K. Oh, I've got 5,000. They're drawing a Zoro. Okay, all right. So they have at least one rush attack. Okay. They're KOing one of my 3,000 or power or less characters, but I don't have any. So they're playing the Marco. Interesting. They played a 1-drop Sanji Vanilla, and they played a Marco. Not really understanding this line, but I'm kind of tempted to defend my board and just crack back at them for game. They only have 3 cards in hand. I'm going to defend this Nami. And they end their turn. Alright, that was a very bizarre turn. Draw Dawn. Maybe I should have just taken the Nami. I take the Nami and then I play the use. I don't know. This is... Alright. Yeah, I should have taken the Nami. Because then I could have played the Uses Captain Kid. It's alright, though. I will not use the card action of this Nami. I may use the other one, but I can always do that with Uta as well and still make it a 6,000 attack. So I'm not going to use the first Nami because I want to keep my Dawn in case I end up playing the Uses Captain Kid. And if I end up playing the Uses Captain Kid, well, I could potentially get jet pistoled off of my life here too. Or off my opponent's life. I know they have 1 Radical Beam in hand. Yo, Doctorus says thanks for the gift. Yo, no problem, Doctorus. No problem. Appreciate you, my man, for hanging out. At work, but just stopping by to repeat. Albino is cool. Yo, James Rich, you're cool, my man. Thanks for stopping by, and hope you're having a good one at work. How's your day been going if you're still here? Yamale, yo, hey, how's it going? And we got the Pokedon. Yo, Legend Pokedon, how's it going? Mike Gang for life, says Jeremy Newman and the Zard Mafia. Absolutely. Mike Gang for life, always. Hype Gang for life. Alright, so my opponent took 1 damage there. No trigger. I'm going to swing again with the Brook onto their life. Alright, they defend with a Curly Dadan. I'll swing another life with the Brook. Their Radical Beam. They use their Radical Beam. Do they have another Radical? They have no Dawn active. They only have 2 life left, and they have 2 cards in hand. I'm tempted to go for an Invincible finish. Do I risk it? I feel like otherwise it just makes sense to play Uses Captain Kid. Yo, Doctorus! Doctorus! Dropping the €2. Yo, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much, Doctorus. Thank you. Truly appreciate that. Thank you so much for the €2 donation super chat. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate it. Truly helps out with the giveaways. Thank you, Doctorus. Appreciate you, my man. Looking forward to getting your winnings to you. Thank you. Let's see, how are we going to take it to my opponent here? We need to make good plays, and thanks to Doctorus. I'm curious to see if my opponent takes this life. They do. Interesting. 1, 2. I think we just risk it. This is... I could have theoretically played Uses Captain Kid, attached the Dawn, maybe play another... I don't know. Probably not worth playing any other attacker, but I could play the Uses Captain Kid, and that would be a really strong wall for my opponent to have to attack through with all of these low attackers. Maybe that's why they tried to play the Marco. But I don't think there's any way that they can have 12,000 counter power. So I think they lose. Because even if... Oh no, I guess if all 4 of these cards were 2k counters, they would get out of it. But is that the case? Oh, my bad. I didn't realize. Oh, I thought my opponent was... My bad. I think we got it. I don't think there's any way. They would have to have all 4 of those would be 2Ks. Yeah, GG. Oh, wow. So they only had, before that Nami, they had 0 counter power. Wow. And I was just swinging the 5Ks. They couldn't do anything about it. That's crazy. But this shows you the strength of the Uta deck. I mean, I could have theoretically like dragged that game into the quagmire, but it also has the ability to just close out games really, really fast. So that's 1 win. That's 1 pack unlocked. I've got a tin of the Charizard EX, and I've got a 3-pack blister. So we'll see how many wins I can get in the stream. Can I unlock the 3-pack blister, or can I unlock all the way up to the Charizard tin? It's win number 1, and every loss will be 10 push-ups. All right, loading into game number 2. Sometimes you gotta log in and log out, or I guess maybe logging in is not the right word. Connect. Ooh, Pirate. And he's playing the Monkey D. Luffy. I'm gonna go second. This deck is a little bit of a tricky one, the Monkey D. Luffy. It is a very, very strong deck. Do not underestimate it. Even though it's only got 3 life, it's very strong. I'm gonna mulligan this hand. I don't like having 2 useless Captain Kids. This is good. I've got 2 2Ks that I can use defensively to help me stay alive. I'll draw a card. I'll draw 2 Dawn, and no Rosinante, no new Genesis, so I will end my turn. Against the Monkey D. Luffy, I feel like a lot of times I want to have counter power in my hand because they just do stuff like this, like attach a bunch of Dawn and swing for 9,000. All right, I will take that. Not blocking that one. I will draw a card, draw a Dawn, so we're at 4. Nami lets me look at the top 3 cards when I use its ability, and Uta, I'm debating about, do I want to play a Nami and use its effect, or do I want to play a Nami and then attach a Dawn on Uta and swing for 6K? I think I do. So I'll play the Nami. Is it even worth? Yeah, it's worth playing the Nami. I'm not going to use the card action because I'm going to attach a Dawn on the Uta, swing, and I'll take the Invincible. I will take that, no problem. And we knock a card out of my opponent's hand. All right, interesting. We'll end our turn. Luffy in the red-purple Luffy leader is a lot like the Whitebeard deck in that it's got 6K base power, so it can get really strong defensively in those late turns as you're trying to close it out. Oh man, he plays the Trafalgar Law 4 cost. I hate that card. And because I had 7 cards in my hand, trashes the Izu and the I'm Invincible. Solid play, solid play. I hate that Trafalgar Law card. I hate hand destruction. All right, it's a 7,000 attack. I'm gonna take that one as well. However, we get the I'm Invincible, so we have another one in our hand. I'm not going to use the trigger because my opponent's not going to attack me with anything else this turn. I'll draw a card. I'll draw 2 Dawn. We're at 6. I think first things first, I want to grab another card in my hand because I don't really have anything that I'm super excited about playing right now. I'll take another Nami. So we're gonna attack 6,000 onto 6,000. My opponent's got a blocker. That Trafalgar Law, not only does he have hand destruction, but he's also a blocker. My opponent trashes a queen from their hand to counter out of my attack. All right, interesting. Queen's a pretty strong card, so if they're countering with queens, that makes me feel like they've got a lot of other good options, which is a little scary. If I attach... I feel like having a base 6k attacker is pretty good, and that I'm tempted to play the Zoro because of that. I could swing, but I don't want to... I want to keep the counter power in my hand, so I'll play another Nami, actually. And I'll use the card action. And I'll grab... I'll grab the new Genesis. I'm debating, do I want the Tony Chopper or do I want the new Genesis? And I think I'll take the new Genesis. It's not counter power, so maybe actually the Tony Chopper is the better play in this matchup. But I feel like I could get something else with it that might win me the game. Speaking of which, I might as well just use it right now because it restands the Dawn. So I'll play the new Genesis and I'll grab Backlight, which very well could. Backlight is a crucial card. And now I'm going to play another Nami. I can't use the Nami's effect, but I get it out of my hand and it could be something that draws me some cards later on. Right now my opponent's got 5 cards in their hand and they've got 2 life. Now they've got 6. They just drew a card. They're at 6 Dawn. They should be at 7, but they're at 6 because they -1 when they use the Trafalgar Law ability. So I've got 2 Namis on my board. They've got a Trafalgar Law and a Red Searcher Nami. Oh, they're attaching multiple Dawn, 3 Dawn onto their Trafalgar Law blocker. Okay, question mark. They're attacking into my Uta leader. I actually have a lot of non-counter cards in my hand, and I actually don't have a whole lot of counter power, so I'm going to take this one. It's an Uta blocker. Okay, that's actually a good card that I wanted to see. It has counter power. Oh my gosh. Well, my opponent just stuck 4 Dawn onto their Luffy and is swinging at me for 9,000. So I have to take that. Alright, this isn't great. I need to draw a card, draw a Dawn. Oh, I'm at 8, so I can play the Eustace Captain Kid, but I can't attach a Dawn onto it for its effect. So that actually sucks. I'm going to try and get rid of... Okay, this is actually... That's the card that I want. That's actually the card that I wanted to draw. Is the 7-cost Luffy. Okay, we attacked 6 into my opponent's 5k blocker, and they took it. So we removed the Trafalgar Law. I'm gonna play the Monkey D. Luffy. The question is, what do I play off of it? Do I keep the Brook in hand to keep some counter power? Or do I play the Brook so that I have... I feel like I already have enough attackers. Or do I do it because it's so... No, I don't. Because I have to attach Dawn onto him to even be able to attack. I'm going to play the Uta. I'm just going to play the Uta. I think he's better off in my hand as counter power rather than on the board as another attacker at this current stage. Because these 2 Namis, I already have 2 5k Namis on the board, and I can't even attack with them because I need to attach a Dawn onto them before then I can attack. So, alright, I'm a little worried if my opponent plays a Rush attacker, which I know they've got in this deck. If they had the 10-cost red Luffy, I'm screwed. That card is a major pain. Alright, looks like they're just currently attaching a bunch of Dawn. I think I'm gonna block that with Uta. I think I'll just straight up block that attack with Uta. Alright, my opponent's playing Queen. They've got one Dawn left. They've got 7 cards in their hand, so they've got a lot of cards. And they're passing their turn. They've got one Dawn open. It's probably a Radical Beam because they only have 2 cards in their life. Draw a Dawn. So here's where we get a little defensive back. I want to play the Eustace Captain Kidd. There's nothing really that I want to play using its effect. I think I'm best off again attaching a Dawn onto the Uta, swinging and drawing. Nice. I got the Tony Chopper. So I've got 13 cards in hand. That's a lot of cards in hand. Alright, my opponent counters with a Zorro. Makes sense. Still got that Radical Beam to deal with. But now I'm going to play a Eustace Captain Kidd. I'll rest it. I'll choose no targets. And I will attach a Dawn onto it. And I can't swing with the Luffy. I really want to, but I cannot swing with this Luffy. So I'm going to end my turn. My opponent's going to be at 7 cards. I'm at 12. They've got 1 blocker on the board. I've got a blocker, but now I've got that Eustace Captain Kidd, which is like a super mega blocker. Because his ability is when I have a Dawn attached onto him. If this character is rested, your opponent cannot attack anything other than characters named Eustace Captain Kidd. Oh man. Okay, they trashed an I'm Invincible, they trashed a Nami. So not the end of the world, but very annoying. And then they played a King and got rid of, I think, oh, they trashed an Ezo. That is annoying. An E-Zone and I'm Invincible, and then got rid of one of my Namis on board by playing a King. So they're building up a lot of attackers. I'm going to draw a card. Alright, we got another. The double Kidd is a pretty crazy lock. Do I go for the double Kidd? I think I just attack for 9. You can Radical Beam out of this. I already know. Yep, so they're going to. Do I play another Eustace Captain Kidd? I think I do. Choose no targets. And attach a Dawn onto it. I think I have to keep my Luffy up. My Luffy 7k blocker, but I'm very tempted to swing with it. And I think next turn, I can end. I think. Yo, Neil Collects, how's it going, Neil Collects? Yo, Bizarre Bar Breaks, how's it? Yo, Bizarre Bar Raid! Yo, I'm so sorry, Bizarre Bara. Thank you so much for the raid. Sorry, I've been locked in a mental battle in this game. Thank you so much, Raiders. Neil Collects, Bizarre Bara. Appreciate you. Thank you, Robbins, Buys, and DEYs. Thank you, Hunter the Gaming Piplup as well. Thank you all coming over for the Bizarre Bar Breaks raid. Make sure, Louie Nui as well. Make sure you all go check out Bizarre Bar Breaks. Go subscribe to her channel if you haven't already. Awesome channel, variety of openings and games as well. Always a great time, always positive as well, and always sharing the love to other members of the community. So thank you, Bizarre Bara. Appreciate you. And how are you doing? How was your stream? What were you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Thank you. We're locked in a battle right now. My opponent is building, me and my opponent are building up a defensive wall right now of just blockers and super blockers with these Eustace Captain Kids. If you aren't familiar with the One Piece card game, that's what we're playing right now. Please don't hesitate to ask any questions. Yo, hey Callus, how's it doing? I'm out to make care, busy, good stream. Yo, thanks Neil Collects for coming through. Callus, yo, first of all, I gotta say, Callus, the Gene Main, the Bidoof King, the Judo Master Sensei, tuning in all the way from Portugal. How are you doing, Callus? Como vai? I gotta get around this blocker right here, so I'm gonna do a chopper, and I will do an Usopp. So 11k to get out. All right, we're back. Draw a card. Oh my gosh, another Eustace Captain Kidd. What if I played a third one? That would be disgusting. I think I have to start attacking for the life. What the hell? Thunder Bagawa? Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Played right into that. Alright. At what point do we get more value out of just start swinging for game? I think that might have been a bad play, but I'm going to go for it. I'm attaching 3 Dawn onto the Uta, so I'm going to swing for 8 onto their life, and I'm going to draw a card. I get to draw the Uta, so okay, that's not bad. My opponent's actually going to take that life. That's a little surprising. I'm very tempted to play the Uta. I think I attach a Dawn onto the Nami, so I'm going to swing for 6k, and then I'm going to use its ability to draw a card as well. I'll take the chopper. Alright, my opponent uses a 2k to counter out. I'm tempted to play the Monkey D. Luffy here. Yeah, I'm going to attack with the Monkey D. Luffy, because I have the 2 other Eustace Captain Kids that they have to attack around. Alright, they counter out with the 2k. And then I think I just play the Uta. End turn, do I want to use... I will not. I think I'm fine with this. And I can block their biggest attack with the Uta. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Wow, they just fire fisted and got rid of my Uta. Well, that was a critical misstep. Oh, man. I did not know about this card. All right. Give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 4,000 power this turn. Then, if your life is 2 or less cards, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 4 or less, or with 0 or less power. All right. They're attacking a lot of Dawn. 4 onto their king, so they're going to be attacking for 11, it looks like, onto the Eustace Captain Kidd. But actually, 2 2Ks gets me out of this attack. So I actually don't think we're in that bad of a spot. And I have another Eustace Captain Kidd that I can play next turn that might just be back-breaking for my opponent to deal with at this point. They're only down to 3 cards in hand, so at least I've kind of exhausted them of some options. Oh wow, they're attaching a lot of Dons. They're going for 13,000 onto my Eustace Captain Kidd. I think I take this one. I will lose one of my Eustace Captain Kids. They end their turn with 2 Dawn active. They've got 2 Queen blockers up. I'll draw a card. I think I'll use New Genesis. Do I want to grab the Luffy? I'll grab the Brook to have more counter power. Attach 1 Dawn. And I'll swing. Oh, they're going to have that card. They're going to have Thunder Bogula. But I need to leave... Yeah, just use the Thunder Bagua. Or will they? Interesting. They used Gum Gum Gatling, and yeah, that was... Well, that was a really good game. A little bit of a bittersweet for it way to end. My opponent used Gum Gum Gatling to try to defend out of the last attack, and it wasn't enough counter power, so they still took the life anyways. It looks like it was a Zoro, so then their only other card was a Whitebeard. It was going to be rough for them, actually, looking at this, because I still had 9 Don active, and I was going to play another Useless Captain Kid. But yeah, I guess there's nothing else. I don't know, they could have blocked with one of the queens, but that's another thing about this deck, though, is that it can be really mentally tough for your opponent to break through because it's a freaking wall. But hey, we'll take it. That's a second pack unlocked. We'll jump back into another game. Gladiator Collectible says, what's good? Green deck for the win? This one's very, very strong. Ooh, I've never played against the purple Luffy in this deck. I will say something that's been helping us so far is that every game I've been able to go second, which definitely helps this game, seeing the extra card and having the extra Dawn, because in One Piece card game, if you go first, you don't draw a card on your first turn, and you only get 1 Dawn on your first turn. Having that extra Dawn and card in hand is more powerful than going first in this deck, I think. But maybe I'll run into a matchup where that's not the case. But the Uta's really good because the Uta has very consistent draw power. A lot of times anyways, you want to attach a Dawn and swing with your leader, so getting another card into your hand, which can then help set up other combo plays, is just very strong. You're like getting rewarded for something that you already want to do anyways in the deck, which is great. Yo, peace out, Pokedon. Thanks for hanging with us. Appreciate you, my man. Yo, collecting community, how's it going? I made it. Let's go. Yo, CC. What's going on, my man? How was your weekend? Playing a little of the One Piece card game. Yo, if y'all haven't, go check out the collecting community and the collecting community website as well. YouTube channel and website. Awesome channel, and I'm looking forward. Collecting community sent some mail to the channel. I haven't gotten a chance to go to my P.O. box yet if it's arrived, but I'm looking forward to when it does arrive. We'll be opening it up. I think it probably will arrive this week, and if it does, then we'll open it up this Friday. If it hasn't already, then either way, this Friday on the live stream, 5 p.m. Eastern time, which should be awesome. So thank you so much, collecting community. You didn't have to do that, and appreciate you. I'm curious, have you played any of the One Piece card game? Alright, I think I'm going to swing with the Nami. Or swing with the Uta, drawing a card. I'll take the Zoro, and then I will play the Nami, because my opponent's not going to play a blocker here. They do counter, so interesting. They counter with the Khalifa, using a 2k to get out of my 6k swing. Now I'll play the Nami. I can't use the Nami ability, but it's a good card to get on the board and get me some more draw power as we continue. Being able to use the Nami and the Uta in the same turn is just really good for adding consistency to the deck and more defensive capabilities with the counter power. I'm actually going to take this. I will take this attack. All right, we got the Usopp. My only 1k counter was the Zoro, and I kind of wanted the Zoro because I also have the Monkey D. Luffy blocker in hand, so I think that'll be a good play for me. Now I will pitch the Usopp that I just got from my life to counter out of my opponent swinging with Monkey D. Luffy. They've got 5 Dons, so they're probably going to play maybe a Magellan or a Eustace Captain Kidd. They're now swinging 7K with their page 1. I got to take that one. So we drew into our life, or from our life, Eustace Captain Kidd. We've got 2 of those in our hand. Our hand's getting a little clunky right now, but we're going to have a strong late game at least. Let's see, what is my opponent going to play here? They've got 5 Dawn active, and they play the Queen. Okay, Queen's a solid blocker. So interesting here, it's the Luffy deck, but all the cards on the board, and this is typical for it, are Animal Kingdom Pirate starter deck cards. Draw a card, draw Dawn. We drew the new Genesis. That's pretty good. I think I'll start off with the new Genesis, because I would like to see a blocker myself. And we see one. We get the Uta, so I will take that. I'm sending a Eustace Captain Kidd and another new Genesis to the bottom of the deck. I want to get rid of my opponent's attackers right now. So I need to save 3 Dawn for the Uta, but I can spend 1 on Nami's ability, 1 on Uta for her. Okay. I think I know what I'm going to do. I shouldn't have attached the Dawn on Uta because I foreshadowed what I was going to do. But I'm going to use Nami's ability to draw Chopper. Yeah, Chopper. The Brook is really good, but I think I want the Chopper counter power right now because I'm getting a lot of pressure onto me. Let's see what my opponent... Okay, they do counter out of that. I thought so. I'm going to attach a second Dawn on the Uta, and I'm going to swing for 7. And I'll draw a card, I'll draw an Uta. I'll take that. They're going to block with the Queen, and they're going to counter out of that with a 2K. Wow. Good plays from my opponent. I'm going to play an Uta blocker, but... Cancel. Maybe I should, instead of playing, maybe I should have played Backlight to just KO that Queen once it was blocked. I wish my opponent had blocked the Queen earlier. Oh, yeah, I should have played the Backlight. Oh, my Lanta. That was a gross poly for my opponent. This is not looking good for me right now. Page 1 onto the Nami. 7K onto my 5K. I need to keep my counter power for my life at the moment, so I'm gonna lose that attack. They still got the Monkey D. Luffy and the ulti that they can swing with. Got a lot of 2Ks in my hands. But my opponent's swinging with 5Ks, so that's not actually that great. I might waste them. I've got one more 1K in my hand, but I want to play this card next turn, so I don't want to use this right now for counter power. I'm wondering what my opponent is thinking. They're debating about swinging with the Queen? That'd be nasty if they did. I feel like they could. I feel like if they wanted to just turn that Queen sideways, start slamming it into me, there's not much I could do about it. I mean, I guess I'd pitch a 2K, but it'd be kind of worth it for them. I haven't played, but I watched every episode, LOL, over to a 1200. Yo, that's sick. That's dope. I'm a huge fan. Ooh, I don't want to do this. Counter the Ezo. I don't want to do that. Yo, Summer Evie, how's it going? Yo, been a while. How's it been, Summer? How you been, Summer Evie? Hope that you've been doing well. Draw a card. We'll draw a Dawn. We're at 8 Dawn. So I've got enough to play the Luffy and draw a card with the Uta. So I'm going to attach, swing onto the ulti. I don't get to draw a card because it's the E zone. He's not a film card. See, this is where later on when the extra booster comes out, I think it's the extra booster that has the, yes, it is. This will be replaced by a Sanji film 2K that would then be like drawable. So I don't get to add that 2K to my hand. And we'll see if I end up being 2K counter short. Play the Luffy. I'll play the Uta. And I'll end my turn. 2 blockers for 7 Dawn. Not a bad play available to the Uta deck. And just, I guess, film in general. But I don't think it's going to be enough. I'll take that attack. I'll take that attack. They're smart to make all the attacks 7K so that I can't just block one for free with the Luffy. If I want to block with the Luffy, I still have to use a counter from my hand. Yeah, I only have one more counter card in my hand. Ah! And they've got 4 Dawn left. What's it gonna be? No blocker. Oh no, I should have blockered that one. Oh no! Oh man. Okay, this is GG. Are they just flexing at this point? They're just burning cards from their hand because they can. Oh god, yeah, we got massacred. Maybe I should have used backlight earlier. I don't even know what I could have done. I guess when there's a will, there's a way. So many 6K attackers, it's ridiculous. They'll just throw it away because they can. There's not even a 3. I need to keep my 3-cost characters. I'll rest it, choose no targets, attach a Dawn to it. End my turn. I've got 4,000 counter power, so I could go up to 12 if I needed to protect my Eustace Captain Kidd. So they're just gonna attack it a bunch of times for 8. All right, I'm trying to block out of this. How has everyone been? All right, yo, glad to hear Summer Evie. Glad you've been all right. I've been doing well myself. I can't get out of that one. But I can use the Luffy. Alright, we survived. Draw a card. We got the Brook. Draw the Invincible. Maybe I needed to keep that Dawn active so I could have played the Eustace Captain Kidd. and attach another Don onto it, because now I only have one kid blocker. Now I have to play the Luffy as my second. Which is a little... Who are we gonna get rid of? Get rid of Polly. Oh, Blast Breath! I should have swung into the ulti. I did not see the Blast Breath coming. Wow, they had it on active. I should have seen that coming, actually. That's bad on my part. But maybe they still would have had another card in their hand that they could have countered as well to protect the ulti. And don't grab the chopper. Alright, we're clinging to life. We're clinging to life. This Eustace Captain Kid card is disgusting. Alright, they're gonna rush with the Kaido. Ooh, can... I can get up to 10. Oh, okay, I can do this. No blocker. Boom. And then, boom. 2 choppers. Wait. Is there a potential to turn this around? They've got no blockers left. Or, I mean, they've got one card in hand. Okay. I would have to land 4 attacks, and I had 3 attackers and 2 I'm Invincibles. I think there is a chance. Oh, interesting. So they took a life to be able to restand a Dawn. Draw a card. I'm Invincible. I think I need attacks, but I think 2 I'm Invincibles is enough. Or is it better just to have more attacks? I might go for the I'm Invincible, and I might try and go for the finish. Oh no, because I need to use Backlight. So I think it's better for me to have a Zoro here for potential counterpower. I rest. Swing 9K. Oh, they conceded! Yo! OTP's a believer! Let's go! Yo, we got it! Oh, my Lanta! They had no... They were bluffing me. They had no counter power. I was about to slam that Luffy, and they couldn't block it. And then Uta for they would have then been able to go up plus 3,000, but I would have had 2 I'm Invincibles in hand. Oh man. And 7 Dawn. Yeah, let's go. Oh man. That was a feels good one. Yo, how you doing, OTP? Appreciate you, my man. How's your day been going? My day has been going well, personally. How was your weekend as well? The fights were crazy. We saw Alexander Volkanovski get knocked out in the second round by Ilia Topuria. And Ilia Topuria's got a lot of similarities to Conor McGregor. They both won the title against the long-standing champion while they themselves were undefeated. 15-0 once they won the belt. And they won the belt on their 7th UFC fight. And both from Europe. Ilia Topuria from Spain. So it could be a good fighter to follow, OTP. All right, let's see if we can get 2 more wins. Let's see if we can get 2 wins. 2 more wins and unlock a whole Charizard mini tin. So far, we're at 3 wins, and that was a battle of a game. The Eustace Captain Kid is just such a pain to deal with if you don't have on KO effects like in the Sakazuki deck where you just play the card and it reduces the costs, and then you play the other one that KOs it. That's really good for dealing with Eustace Captain Kid. But if you don't have things like that, man, it's tough to do it just by like attaching Dawn and swinging. I will mulligan. All right, I'm happy with this opening hand. We actually have a turn 1 play, the Rosinante. Doing well, buddy. Doing well. Got some contracts locked in. Just trying to enjoy what little time of winter I have left. Yo, very nice, OTP. Glad to hear you got some contracts locked in. Wow, sounds like some rock-solid fights. Oh, they definitely were. Robert Whitaker as well in the co-main event bested Paulo Costa, and I was very, very nervous in that fight. You know I love me some Bobby Knuckles, Robert Whitaker. And he almost got wheel kicked finished at the end of the first round, but he survived and was flawless otherwise the rest of the fight. But honestly, all of the fights were really good. It was a really good card. Oh, my opponent's just attacking with 8,000. I'll take it. Draw a Dawn. Drawing a card. We got the new Genesis, so I'll just play that right off the rip. And I'm going to grab the Monkey D. Luffy. Since 3 of the cards, 2 of them are the Monkey D. Luffy, I will grab the Monkey D. Luffy. Because that card, in combination with the Eustace Captain Kid, is also very strong. Maybe I would have been better off grabbing the Uta, because it's better to have... The Utas are really good too, and they have counter power, but that's not the world that we live in. Alright, I'm going to swing for 6k with my Uta, attaching a Dawn and drawing a card with the Usopp. And then I will play a Nami. I don't have any Dawn for her effect, but I can use it next turn. My opponent's got 8 cards in hand. I've got 7. They're playing... Oh no, that stupid Trafalgar Law blocker card. I hate that card. Sending 2 of my cards to my trash, and it's the Uta and the Nami. So I'm definitely regretting not picking up the Uta now. And my opponent is attacking me for 6,000 this time, and I will take it. I'm grabbing a Nami. Alright, I kind of don't want more of the Namis. I see a triangle of Namis on the board right now. 1 on the board, 1 in the hand, 1 in the trash. Drawing Dawn. We're at 6 right now. We've got 2 Eustace Captain Kids. I've got the Monkey D. Luffy, so I've got a strong late game. 6 Dawn. I feel like right now I'm best off attaching a Dawn on Uta and swinging for 6k, drawing a card. Okay, I got another Uta. Happy about that. My opponent's taking the life. They didn't block it, and they didn't counter. I could attach a Dawn on a Nami and then swing. Or I could play Nami. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to swing with Nami and use Nami's effect to draw a card. Look at the top 3 and draw a card. I'll grab... I'm invincible. I'm swinging for 5k on my opponent. They're probably just going to counter a card. Okay, they use a queen. And now I'm going to play another Nami and use his effect to draw another card. I have Zoro, Brook, and Izo as an option. It's basically between the Brook and the Zoro. I already have a Brook, so I'm going to grab a Zoro this time. That'll end my turn. I've got a blocker on the board already, so I didn't feel pressed to play another Uta right now. I'm pretty comfortable with that play. They're attacking 5k into my Nami. And I'm going to block it with an Usopp. So you're not going to take my Namis that easily because they make me cards. They draw me cards. Although if they play another one of those... Oh, they're using the king. And they're just going to KO my other Nami. Interesting. All right, my opponent's playing a 6-cost king and minusing a Dawn to KO one of my 4 or less. So they're KOing my Nami. Are they going to swing with the Trafalgar Law? They do not. We draw a card into the new Genesis. We draw 2 Dawn. We're at 8 now. I'm going to play the new Genesis. Do I want the Chopper or do I want the Uta? I'll take the Uta. I'm going to swing 5 with Nami. I'm not going to use her card action, though. So I'm not going to draw a card with the Nami this time, because I want to attach a Dawn with Uta and draw a card. So I'm going to swing for 6. See if my opponent blocks this one with the Trafalgar Law or not. I don't get to draw a card because it's the okay, man. If I would have played the Nami ability, then I would have actually got to draw a card there, because I would have had to. I would have got to look at the top 3 and pick one. So that's a little annoying. But at least I burned a card out of my opponent's hand, a 2K counter, the ulti. Now I will play Monkey D. Luffy, and I will use Monkey D. Luffy ability to play Uta. I could have actually played Brook and then Uta, but I want to keep the Brook in hand for counter power. But maybe that was a mistake. Yo, Nate Brown! Nate frickin' Brown! Yo, thank you for the 17 months! Let's go! Thank you so much, Nate Brown. Truly, truly, truly appreciate you. Thank you for all the support. And what did you think of the fights? I thought they were crazy this Saturday. What do you think are the next matchups that we should see? Appreciate you, my man. Hope that you're having a great day. How you doing? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. 7K onto my 5K Nami. I'll block that with the Rosinante. Bilal Cards says new Genesis is a wild ability for free in that deck. Yes, it is, Bilal Cards. Yes, it is. And how are you doing, Bilal? Happy to see you, my man. I'll actually... Ooh, do I want to... I will take it. I will... I'm not going to block it. So I'm going to lose the Nami to the King there. Draw a card, draw a Dawn. We're at 10 now. How you doing, Bilal Cards? Happy to see you as well. If I was a Pokemon, I'd definitely be old type, Susan says OTP. Dang, Acosta got stomped too? Yeah, it was a tough fight. He looked good though too. He looked good too. It was a brawl. Speaking of brawls, we seem to have found ourselves in another one in this matchup. Swinging for 6K, drawing a card. Playing the Eustace Captain Kid. Rest. Do I want to choose no targets? I think I actually want to play the Uta here. And then attach a Dawn. Do I want to attack with them? I think I am going to attack with the Monkey D. Luffy. I think I'm gonna wild out here. I think I'm gonna attack with the Monkey D. Luffy. Maybe it's a mistake to attack with the Monkey D. Luffy here. I think I'm just gonna leave it. I have 2 Utas. I think I'm okay. I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna. I could pitch the I'm invincible, but I don't think I want to. And I would restand the Monkey D. Luffy, but I think I'm fine. I don't think I'm going to use the Monkey D. Luffy's blocker ability. I think I'll block with one of the 2 Utas before I block with... And I don't think my opponent can generate multiple attacks over 8K. So they're going to get rid of one of the Utas with the King, which I expected. I expected that. But then they can only make one other, I think, attack. I guess they could make 2 attacks. But then they would have to attack with their blocker. I think I'm okay here. The fact Bilal Cards, another wild ability in this deck is Blacklight. Blacklight, the fact that it can rest a 5-cost blocker, and there's no other handicap to it, like Amaru, you have to be at like 1 life. Pretty nuts. No blocker, and I will just straight 2k out of this. It's an easy 2k. Okay, no blocker. Nothing happens. Drawing a card. From here, I could even play another. So now I'm glad there that I attacked with the Monkey D. Luffy, actually. Man, I'm tempted to start swinging for game. I got the I'm invincible in my hand. I don't know how much counter power my opponent has. We're swinging now 7k onto my opponent's 5k. I'm actually swinging with the Luffy blocker because I'm confident that I'm going to play another one. It looks like my opponent's actually countering out of that. They're using 2 2ks to counter out of my 7k swing. I am going to attach 2 Dawn onto Uta. Swing onto my opponent's life. I'm missing on the draw ability. It's the Eustace Captain Kid, so I'm sending a Eustace Captain Kid to the bottom. Ooh, I didn't even realize I had a second Eustace Captain Kid in my hand. I should have just played the second Eustace Captain Kid and attached to Dawn. That would have been game-breaking. But I think this is still okay. Deploy. And I don't even think I need any other... I could play the Zoro. But I like having 12,000 power. Oh no, I think I'm fine because I have 2 blockers. I'll play the Zoro. And I'll cancel. Next turn, I'm ending this. Oh my gosh, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. Oh my gosh, that was disgusting. That was disgusting. The Kaido, the 10-drop Kaido. Literally forgot about this card. Holy cow. Son of a gun. That was really scary. Draw a card. Oh, okay. All right. I think we do it. Oh no, they've got a lot of cards in their hand. 2 new Genesises would be super greedy, but maybe we do it. Let's see. Can they get out of it? Can they get out of it? Can they get out of it? We might just need 1. Can they go above 12? Oh, I forgot about that Gum Gum Chatling card. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Stop. Stop. No. Oh man. No. Oh man. Oh man. I gotta hope I don't lose. Oh no. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I forgot about the Gum Check Gatling card. Dang, we need a backlight now. Dang. Did they seriously? Wow, they got a queen. Did they top deck that queen or did they have that queen? Oh my gosh. I made a stupid play there. I should have just played the Eustace Captain Kid and I could have next turn. I think I gotta counter out of this low one while I can. Because the Kaido's definitely drawing a card. Alright. Oh, okay. No, you know what? We're fine. New Genesis is also a broken card. We'll draw a card. I'm attaching 7 Dawn onto the Uta, and I'm just swinging twice for game. Dude, New Genesis is gross. There's a lot of gross cards in this deck. Oh, man. I mean, I'm invincible. I'm invincible, New Genesis, and Backlight. All three of the vents are very, very strong in this deck. Wow. So that's win number 4. We'll play for one more win. One more win, and then we'll open up to the Charizard tin. We can get 5 in a row. Yo, even Mike Norbart, how's it going? Saying, and Crusaders TCG says, meow, meow. How's it going? Ooh, Bobby Green, Frivola, Moises are the 3 think he will fight next one of those. Green is booked for 300. Oh yeah, against Jim Miller. Good call, Nate Brown. Wouldn't mind watching Frivola kill him. I mean, maybe he could end up fighting and taking the fight on short notice or something. Yeah, that's pretty strong, says Bilal in cards. I'm doing well. Are you still running Katakuri or Enel? Yes, I've been, lately I've been playing Enel, Bilal in cards, but I think this week I'm going to play Katakuri in person. And then I recently sold my Namis before this deck came out, so I actually don't have the film Nami cards to be able to play the Uta deck in person, but I'm probably going to play I think I'll probably just play Katakuri. Sorry, let's see if we can try and get one more win. Close out with a 5th dub. Frivola has called for a matchup with Pimblett for months. If the UFC wants to continue Pimblett's slow burn development into the next big UK star, a booking against Frivola is fitting. I think it would be a good matchup. I think that's actually a good call. Good call, Mike Norbart. His last fight was against Tony Ferguson, and he won against Tony Ferguson, but he won against a husk zombie Tony Ferguson, and he didn't look great. So I don't think he's necessarily ready for a step up in competition. So I think that Matt Frivola is actually a sensible matchup for him. Yo, how you doing, Crusaders? And Bilal in cards, what have you been playing? Have you been playing One Piece or sticking with the Lorcana? And now there's Dragon Ball Fusion. Fusion World. Are you going to play any of the Fusion World? I might pick up a booster box this week. Alright, we're going to try again. Sometimes it lags a little bit. Dude, this Uta deck is gross, though. Because the Eustace Captain Kid such a disgusting card. And all the events are gross. I mean, it's very good. And then the filament. Oh, okay. So this might be tough. This might be tough. This is, I think, the deck's toughest matchup. And I've never played against the Sakazuki yet with the Uta. And they're choosing to go second. We've gone second all of the games, which I think has given us an advantage. See a lot of 2Ks, the Nami and the Luffy. I think I'm going to keep. I think I'll keep. I think this is a good odd curved hand. We'll draw a Dawn. And I don't have New Genesis, so I'll end my turn. I have a feeling this could be a tough game. The Sakazuki, I think, is a tough matchup because they kind of. Ooh, they're opening up with the brand new, so that's good for them. It's a good turn 1 having the brand new. It's a searcher. They look at the top 3 and they add a Navy card other than Brand-New into their hand, and I think it's pretty hard to miss with this one. They're adding the 2K Suru, and they didn't choose the Rob Lucci, and they didn't choose the Borsalino. And now they're trashing a Sabo. So a lot of good cards that they just sent to the trash, which makes me think that they have other really good cards in their hand. I'm so used to playing yellow that I'm like thinking about Gadatsu, but I don't need to worry about that. I can just swing 5K into their life. Alright, they're going to trash a Rebecca to counter. There's so many good-looking alt arts in this deck. And then I'll play the Nami. And then I'll end my turn. We're sending it back to the Sakazuki. Drawing a card. Getting 2 more Dawn. They're at 4. So they're probably going to play a Borsellino, a Kuzan, or a Rablucci. They're minusing the cost of the Nami. They're swinging 5k. I will take that. We got an Uta. Not bad. They're playing the Rablucci. They're going to KO my Nami. So they're only KOing 1 card as opposed to 2. I guess that's not terrible for me. We'll draw a card. We'll draw a Dawn. We're at 5 now. I think I'll attach a Dawn on Uta and I'll swing. Draw a card. I'm swinging for 6k. I was looking to see if I could draw anything that had like 4k cost that we could play that could be a little bit better, but we didn't get it. But we can choose between the Uta or the Usopp. I kind of don't want to leave. I kind of don't want to play my blockers one at a time because then my opponent could deal with them 1 turn at a time. So I think I'm going to play the Usopp now here. Maybe he'll bait out some removal for my opponent, and then later on I can play the Monkey D. Luffy and the Uta in the same turn. And then I think that will be hard for my opponent to deal with. Interesting. They trashed the Suru that they earlier chose over a Borsellino and a Rablucci. But I guess it's okay. They have things like the Hina. I don't know. Never mind. They're minusing the cost of the Usopp. 5k and a 5k. I think I'll counter with my Usopp because I'm expecting attacks from that Rablucci that I won't be able to counter out of. Yeah, I'll take that one. All right, the Eustace Captain Kid. I'll take this. I'm getting a little bit low in life, which is making me a little nervous. Draw Dawn. We're at 7. We'll swing Usopp into the Brenu. We'll just get rid of him. I'm not drawing a card this turn, but that's because I'm going to play the Luffy. So that's one downside to going first over second, is that normally I'd be able to play the Luffy and draw a card in the same turn. Opponent's got 6 cards. I've got 9. 3 life. I'm at 2. I'm going to play the Luffy. If I had a Brook, then I could play the Brook as well, but I'm just going to play the Uta. So that I have 2 blockers in 1 turn. I could... No, I don't have an event, so I'm just going to end it. Uta's ability is that at the end of the turn, you can discard an event to restand one of your cards. Luis Franco says, there's a way to play One Piece TCG online? Yes, yes. I've got a link in the description of where to download the game. And then I've got a video on the channel as well that explains how to download it as well. But it's a really cool fan-made app, and it works really, really well. They also have images for all the alt arts if you want to, you know, bling out the decks as well and replace the images with the alt art images. Super simple to do. All right, so my opponent, they got rid of one of the blockers. They bottom decked the Monkey D. Luffy. Looks like they're still using... Oh man, are they going to play... Oh wow, they got rid of both of the blockers in the same turn, and now they're swinging 7k into the... I will take that Usopp. I will take that. Wow. That was a tough turn for me. I could potentially block out of this, but I don't want to. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize they had another plus 3,000. Wow, this is looking really bad for me. Maybe I should have counted out of the other one. They're only down to 4 cards though. Draw a card, draw a Dawn. So we're gonna swing into the Hina. Oh my gosh, they countered out of that. Oh, that hurts. play the Uses Captain Kidd. Use this ability. I'm not going to use the card action, and I'm going to take the Dawn, attach it, and I'm going to end the turn. All right, we're clinging. We're clinging to life here. So normally this would stop a lot of other decks, I think, having the Uses Captain Kidd here. But, exactly. Oh my gosh. That's why this is a tough matchup. They can just deal with the Uses Captain Kidd like that. That's... yeah, it's tough. And then they can swing with 2 more attack, or I guess just 1 more attack, but that is very tough. Let's try and get the, oh my gosh, the Uses Captain Kidd. It's not what we're looking for. Yeah, that's GG. Yeah, there's no way for me to get out of this one. Of course. I think I lose either way, so maybe just play an attacker. They've got no cards in hand, but it doesn't even matter. Because they won the battle that needed to be won. And they have 3 more attacks. Yep. Oh gosh, 2 more attacks, and we got nothing to stop it with. Oh, the 10K. GG, GG. That was a good game. Well, I think that one was a good one to end it on. I should try it out since I can't afford it. Yeah, I mean, on the online, another benefit of it is that it's free. So that's another benefit of the playing it online as well. All right, before we open up any packs, we got to do some push-ups. So I did get a loss, 10 push-ups, and since it was our 5th game, we'll quadruple it, and we'll make it 50 push-ups. 50 push-ups before I can open up any packs. But in return, I'll open up the Charizard tin. Set up the old push-up camera. Alright. 50 for the loss in game 5. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. All right, just 20 more. That's how we started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 10 more. Gotta make them good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Final 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. Alrighty. $50 push-ups, some solid games won, and now let us reward ourselves with some packs. Alrighty. Charizard tin. Let's see if we can pull another Charizard special illustration rare. Here's the promo. I've already got one of the promos, so this will be going out in a future giveaway. Fridays, 5 p.m. Eastern Time on the channel. Here's the code card, if anyone wants it for the tin. Mew! Says Crusaders TCG. Lurking on break at work, bro. Yo, thank you, Crusaders. Appreciate you. Manatee, I'm heading to bed. I'm gonna DM you sometime soon about CP2. Yo, let's go, Mike. Hope you have a great night. Thanks for coming and hanging. And presumably see you at Card Party 2. Grass Energy. Clobopus. Frigibax. Dedenne. Noibat. Noibart. Whimsicott. Scrafty. Ultra Ball. Baby Shiny on the Ralts. Let's go. I actually had this Ralts. So that's another one that will be going into a future giveaway. Reverse Gengar and the Armarouge. Pikachu pack artwork. Yo, Panda, how's it going? We just finished up playing some One Piece. Trying the new Uta Starter Deck. Did really well with it. Fist Bump Energy. Also did 50 push-ups. And now we're opening up some packs. We pulled a Baby Shiny Ralts in the second one. A Charizard tin. Let's see if we can find a Charizard. Special illustration rare. Charmeleon. Ultra Ball. Reverse Chimico. Reverse Mastiff, and the Gardevoir EX. All right, nice. Second hit. How you doing, Panda? Hope you're having a great day, Susan, says Max V Max Plays. Yo, love it. But where's the lotion, says Ian with Ian. Yo, Schoolboy Salute, how's it going, Ian with Ian? Yo, looking forward to seeing you at Card Party 2. Just booked the hotel today. So confirmed, I'll be going. Do you know if there's, I guess I have to buy the actual tickets to Card Party 2 itself, but I'll do that tonight. I'll do that right after the stream. Ghastly, Peldean Student, Fido, Swoobat, Clive, Winkalone, Reverse Professor's Research, Reverse Lechonk, and the Raichu. Have you been playing any of the Pokemon TCG, Ian? And if so, what have you been playing? What deck? Max V Max Plays, dropping the Schoolboy Salutes. Even Ian dropping them as well, saying, woohoo, let's go. I'm looking forward to seeing you both. 2 packs left. Some new Dragon Ball Fusion Worlds, new reboot of the Dragon Ball TCG coming out this Friday. I might pick up a booster box, so look out for that on the channel. Might do a video of that. And then I've got a video unedited of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster box that we opened up this Friday on stream that was absolutely epic with the double bonfires. So look out for that as well. Reverse Whimsicott. Reverse Varoom. And the Fortress. Terra Fortress EX. Alright, we got another hit. 2 EXs and a baby shiny. Last pack magic. Let's see what we shall find. And I also heard that UFC Topps. So UFC, speaking of rebrands and everything, is going back over to Topps. It was originally done by Panini, who did NFL cards. Now they're going back to Topps, who does NBA cards, baseball. But there's a delay. It was supposed to come out this week. It is being delayed like a week or two, which not too bad for my bank account to hear. Camerupt. Atticus. Baby shiny on the Garganackle. Yo, I did not have that one. Nice. We got some binder love on the last pack magic. Let's go. Iono and the Goldengo. Very nice. Some Garganackle. Yo, Trainer Glenn. Trainer Glenn, no, you're the man. Thank you, Trainer Glenn, and shout out to Connor as well. Hope that you're both doing well. Thank you for being a member of the Manatee Nation for a whole freaking month. Thank you. Appreciate your support. Thank you, Trainer Glenn. Thanks for hanging out with us, and hope that you're having an awesome day. No, we were tired, LOL. Want to spend more time with videos. Totally makes sense, Ian. I've been there. I had to make a choice with honestly all the different card games that I was playing, and I was like, I just got to focus on One Piece, and I don't have time for multiple card games. And even that, I'm like, I'm struggling to find the time on One Piece, so I'm like, all right, I got to find a way to make One Piece stream content and stuff so I can, still enjoy the hobby. Yo, Panda! Thank you for being a member of the Manatee Nation for 15 months. Yo, thank you. Caw. Appreciate you. Make sure y'all check out Trainer Glenn. Thank you for the raid on Friday. And thank you, Max V Max Plays, for being a member for 15 months. Make sure you check out Panda, Max V Max Plays. Awesome channel and family. And looking forward to seeing you at Card Party 2. It's going to be a lot of fun. And thank you to everyone that came through and hung out for the stream. I am going to call it for the night. I'm going to pick up some dinner and do a little bit of editing myself tonight. So working on some videos. I will be back this Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be doing some more openings and giveaways. Maybe I should pick up a Dragon Ball booster box for the Friday. I don't know, but definitely Pokemon, definitely more Paldean Fates, and maybe even some Pokemon 151 if I can find it. We'll see, but lots of fun stuff out there. And I hope that you all have a beautiful and safe rest of your day. Peace out, everyone. Let's go! Oh, when y'all buy your tickets, make sure to fill out this form and to get your logo on the website. Yo, thank you, Ian. Awesome. I'm definitely saving that link. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Ian with Ian. Thank you for your help. And thank you, Bizarre Bar Breaks, for the raid. Thank you, Bizarre Bar Breaks, for the raid. Thank you so much.